Things will get a bit more interesting in this video. I will teach you how to edit a recorded code to make it more robust. Hopefully, I will be able to display some of the drawbacks of using the macro recorder, as well as I'll provide you with some solutions that will help you counter these problems. Let's take a tougher example in this video. This is a regular data table with sales for 4 different countries. I want country-wise subtotals and grand totals at the bottom. This is a sheet that I have to update every day, and hence I'm going to record a macro at once. Click on the Record Macro button. Let's name the macro Subtotals. Shortkey Ctrl-Shift-S and click OK. Click anywhere on the table and then click Ctrl Home to go to cell A1. To use the subtotals feature, the data needs to be sorted. So let's click on the Data tab and select Sort. Sort by countries and click OK. Now that the data is sorted, on the Data tab itself, click on Subtotals. Select Country from the first drop-down. Select the Sum function, check Amount and uncheck Country, and click OK. Notice how the subtotals and grand totals are inserted. Also notice that the active cell is A1. On the subtotal outline, click on 2 to have only subtotals and grand totals displayed. A1 still being our active cell, use Ctrl-Shift-End to select till the end of selection. Use the shortkey Alt-semicolon to select visible cells only. What this does is select only the visible cells and the rows that are filtered out remain unselected. From the color palette, select black and select a white font. On the outline, click on 3 to go back to the normal state and press Ctrl Home again. Then click on the Data tab. Under Ungroup, select Clear Outline to get rid of the outline and then stop the recorder. Notice the subtotals at the end of each country and a grand total at the bottom have all been applied with the format. Now this is where the fun starts. Click on the next sheet and rerun the macro. It doesn't seem as if it worked properly. There are a few reasons to it. Press Alt F8, select the macro and click on Edit. Notice how the macro recorder hard-coded the sheet names while recording. Also notice how it hard-coded the range. These can cause problems in the future. The macro did not run properly because the recorder hard-coded the name of the sheet as gears. However, the sheet on which we were trying to run the macro had a different name. So let's tackle this issue first. Copy the whole part till the period. Press Ctrl H to go to the Replace tab. Notice how it automatically gets the piece that we copied in the Find section. If it doesn't, paste it manually. In the Replace section, write Active Sheet and click on Replace All. This little change will enable the macro to run on any sheet of the workbook that is activated. Next, copy the second part of the hard-coded range. Press Ctrl H to go to the Replace tab and replace the number with some big number. This should take care of all the added rows. Click on the next sheet and try running the macro one more time. On this sheet, I've doubled the number of rows. Use the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-S to trigger the macro. Notice how it runs perfectly well even with the added rows. However, there is still a bit of lag and some screen flashing. You know what to do in such situations, don't you? Press Alt F8, single click on the macro name and press Edit. Add the magic lines that I taught you a few videos back. Application.screenUpdating equals false at the start and application.screenUpdating equals true at the bottom before the end sub statement. Rerun the macro now. Finally, you can call that a good macro.